It's a blessed day. It's a Tuesday. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am here this evening. I'm not going to be with you too long, but I'm here this evening because we need to check in. It's been a while since we've checked in. We need to check in. How's it going? What's going on? Like, share, do all of that good stuff. But what's going on? What's actually happening right now with you all, right now in the world, right now? What's going on? Y'all come talk to me. Tell me what it is. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what's going on because I know there's some stuff going on out there. I know it is. I know there's some stuff going on out there. I know y'all are telling me what y'all need to know and all of that good stuff like that. So come on and talk to me and let me know. Tonight, I just want to check in with you. I just want to check in with you. I just want to see how you're doing. I want to see how the world is treating you, how you treating the world, how COVID is doing, and all of that. It's been a while since we've checked in. It's been a while since we've actually had a moment to stop and say, hey, what's going on, and all of that good stuff. So y'all come talk to me. Come drop some comments, some likes, some shares, some subscribing, all of that good stuff. And we're going to talk about it tonight. I didn't do a broadcast this morning because I had a lot of work to do, right? And so what's funny is that sometimes you find yourself doing the work and you're like, oh man, wait a minute, where has the day went? Where has the time gone? So what I want you to do tonight, this evening is I want you to come talk to me. Tell me how it's going. Tell me what's going on. Come talk to me. Let me know if you're feeling good. Let me know if things are great for you. Just let me know. Check in with me. Check in with me. Like I said in the title, where you at? Where you at? What you doing? What's going on? Come on and come talk to me for a little bit and let me know how you're feeling. And then, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do this evening, what I want to do is I want to get into some breaths. I want us to take a moment and acknowledge that our breath is important. The reason I'm coming to you all today, I started a new gig or job today, and in this thing, I thought about what is it that I'm doing, right? And when I say where you at, I mean where you at. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, yes. Okay, come on. Trying to stay sane. You better be on it. You better be on it. That's what I'm talking about. So, Jennifer, tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do when you're trying to stay sane, and we'll talk about it. Hey, Casey. Hey. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be with y'all too long, but what I want to say is this, is that we have to check in with each other. There's a lot going on in this world, and sometimes we don't know what's actually happening. Sometimes we don't know if I'm good, if I'm bad, if I'm indifferent. Sometimes we don't know what's happening. So what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, let me know that you're in the building. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me some hugs. Give me some of this. Talk about what's going on. Let me know. Check in with me where you're at. Check in with me. All right, Casey, I got you. I see that you're here. And you said recovered from corona and you super paranoid. Well, hold on. What you paranoid for? Hold on. You didn't recovered from corona. Now you're paranoid about what? What you paranoid about? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hey, Kat, long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no hear. Kat, we need to talk because I need you to come on to the show one of these mornings. I'm gonna need you to come on to the show. And you too, Jennifer. You too. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to come on to the show and let's talk about it. I feel like the whole world is upside down. Baby, the world is upside down. Okay? Upside down. Boy, turn me inside out and round and round. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You know what, Jennifer, and I can truly understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we need to check in. This is the reason why we need to check in with each other because sometimes we don't know what it is that's going on. Sometimes we don't know what actually is happening. And then when you get out in the world, right, these things that have been downplayed, these things that have been stated to us that are not great, right? Because it doesn't affect us directly, it affects us through somebody else. So you don't really think about it, right? And this is nothing against Jennifer and what she went through, but I'm just saying in general, the world is upside down. Like we don't know whether we're going or coming. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going on. So that's the reason why I wanted to check in with y'all. I know I'm not your saving grace, ladies and gentlemen, but what I am here is somebody who's living in the same world that you're living in. And I just want to touch you in any way that I can, virtually, you know what I'm saying? Or if I was there to give you a hug physically, I'm here to be able to say, let's check in. Somebody cares. Somebody cares about me. Somebody cares about you, right? Somebody cares about you. Yes, yes, cat disco upside down. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And then Jennifer says, I did everything right and went to the dentist, eye doctor, and OBGYN and got corona. And now I'm like, what the hell? So here's the thing. A lot of times we think that we're doing things one way and that's the right way and that's the only way and that's this. So sometimes we have to take care of ourselves outside of what is going on. I'm not telling you don't follow the government. I'm not telling you don't follow your officials and things like that, but you know your body. This is not the first time that you've had, and I'm not talking. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. I'm not talking directly to Jennifer. I'm speaking in the general sense because I have my grandmother is here with me, and my mother is too. My mother is 65. My grandmother is 82. Now, I could be traveling all around doing whatever have you, but I don't want corona as well. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped going to these places, even though they were saying they were spraying it down and doing this and doing that. I made sure that anytime I was anywhere with a lot of people, no people, not wearing masks, anything like, I was out. So I would go to the stores, necessities. I needed things. I needed to go and get groceries and do this and do that. And I went, and if I saw a place, right? Now listen to me. I traveled. I saw a place that had buku people. Oop, I'm not going over there because I don't know. So I went to the dollar store. Let me tell you this part. I went to the dollar store, got in the dollar store. Old girl was standing right here. No, y'all didn't understand. Old girl was standing right here with no mask on. And I turned around and she said, oh, you good? No, 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 no. You bad. Move. Like, move. I don't care what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be able to protect ourselves. I'm not saying, again, do not believe in the government. Do not believe in your officials, but you got to take it upon yourself. Them telling you that this is not going to do this, that's not enough. You got to take care of yourself. And Jennifer, I hate that you had to go through that. I hate that you had to do that. But now we know. Now we know. You cover yourself and do what you can do. But here's the ultimate thing. Are you really able to protect yourself against something that you don't even know how it moves? You don't even know how you get it truly. You don't even know who has what. People don't have symptoms. People are not coughing. People are not sneezing. People are like, you don't know where it comes from. But this is something that I had to say to myself. Throughout the year, there's the flu, there's pneumonia, there's the cold, there's the cough, there's all of these things, right? And we fight against that all the time. And for somebody else, the common cold may be a killer. You understand what I'm saying? For you, it may be something totally different. So I'm not saying don't be scared. I'm not saying for you to stay in your house and be locked up. But what I am saying is if you can, right? Keep your contact down to a minimum, you would be good, right? Now, here's my thing. I was out, I was doing, and what I've been doing is going out in spurts. Not a lot, because I'm telling you now, we don't know how this thing is moving. So sometimes I have to like calm myself, right? I'm good, just some of this corona to leave. Okay, now, okay, that part. Hey, Niecy. Oh, look at my niecey saying, hey, Uncle A. Hey, niecey. Come on, sir. My grandson had it as well and still yet to show a symptom. And that's just it. That's just it. Because I'm telling you now, if you look at the common cold, most people get the common cold, and some people have sniffles, some people have running noses, some people have coughs, some people don't show signs whatsoever. They may be just a little fatigued. But what I'm saying is that we cannot stay in the house and be scared of living life, period. However, when you don't know, right? That's the point. So I'm not going to tell you now. I am speaking to Jennifer. I'm not going to tell you not to be paranoid, but don't be paranoid to the point that it makes you worry. It makes you um, um, paranoid to the point to where you're scared to do anything, because the reality of it is that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not something that we can truly just like go off of and be like, hey, and you know what? And Jennifer, and that is your right. Now, I don't know what the parameters around the school or whatnot is going on, but I think you may want to double check, because they can't make you go back to work. If you had COVID, like if you are afraid or worried about that, then don't you need to wait like 14 days anyways before? Mm. So, anyways, just be careful with that, because we know. So let's go back to it. A child get the chicken pox, a child get the mumps, a child get the measles, right? A child gets a common cold, a child gets strep throat. It spreads like wildfire. Corona is no different. The only thing is that they're saying that they don't have a cure for this coronavirus, but now they're saying they want to start giving you these inoculations and all this these what do you call them? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Vaccines, right? But you don't know what's going on. You don't. This corona has really made us think about what it is that we're actually doing, right? Like, what is it that we're actually doing? Because you can't trust this, you can't trust that. You don't know who's doing what. You don't know who's doing this. You don't know what's going on, and then you don't know if it really stays out, if it does this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Okay. Okay. And I think that's a great thing. But I think your paranoia is still going to be just like that, because you're going back to work with hundreds of children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be that. And that's what I was watching on the news just recently about the whole whether or not they should be going back to school, whether or not they should be doing anything um as far as school is concerned. And I'm worried that we don't have a handle on any of this yet, but we're already sending kids back to school. We're already making sure that they can do this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can't um, learn virtually, but that's the reason school is what it is. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on that you should be able to actually do with your children, or your children should be able to learn. I was watching a live the other night with the classroom management diva, Shanita, with one of my co-hosts. She's my co-host on Mondays, and they were talking about going back to school, but they were talking about the parameters around going back to school, and nobody had anything in place. Nobody was taking into consideration that the children might be affected. Nobody was taking into consideration that certain demographics of people is different. All right. They were not taking into consideration that the teachers, you know, so how are you going to really regulate that? I come in contact, and I'm speaking, like you were saying, Jennifer, you come in contact with hundreds of kids a day, and there's no way, and then most of the time people are trying to like really not let you know that they have coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? And so this is so funny, because somebody was posting, "Oh, I'm corona free. I'm corona free." And I was just like, "Wait, what the heck?" So now that's a thing now? That's a thing that we got to sit up here and post our negative. But if you're doing this, if you're doing this, um, it's like, why are you posting this like that? You know what I mean? Like, you have to really prove to somebody, because now you don't know. Now you don't know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shoot. Look, I know this is weird. I've never done this on live before. Hold on. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to take that. I'm hoping that didn't stop our conversation. I really, really apologize. But yeah, so I think we can't really trust what it is because I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is kind of weird. But I was talking with some friends, and I was saying that this was the same thing when I was diagnosed. When I was diagnosed with HIV, it was the same thing. There were people walking around with it that knew that they were sick, but not telling anybody. You know what I mean? And it was this huge thing that you held in, that you did. You was paranoid. You didn't want to do this. So I totally understand where Jennifer is coming from because you don't know who has it. You don't know who's, has it. Like again, some people don't have symptoms like that. Like with me, I didn't have symptoms like the other people had. Right. And I was wondering like what was wrong with me? Like what was going on with me? Was I that strong or was I that weak or what was that? But it affected me differently because our immune systems are on two different levels. Some people have existing problems and issues, and ailments. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't do that. Some people system is just fortified. You know what I'm saying? Like rawhide, just tough. Tough. Can't even get to it. Just tough. And that's just what it is. Not saying that you're any better than anybody else, but I'm just saying it affects people differently. So I remember I don't get sick. I get sick maybe once every blue moon, as the old folks will say. And then what I would do is it would literally take me out. Like literally, it would knock me down, like boom, like it would knock me down. That's every once in a while, like it would happen. But then you have some people that are sick every time the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? You have some of that. So it's like sometimes you have to really, really be careful with that. You got to really be careful to where this media and this information is hitting you, right? And right now you're at a vulnerable place because you've had Corona attack you. So now you're thinking everything is Corona. So I'm gonna tell you something, Jennifer. And then what I want you to do before you get off of here, don't leave. I want you to take a breath with me. That's what I want you to do. Everybody else that's on here as well, I want you to take a breath with me. But I want you to, I had to go throughout life and understand that because I had an ailment or because I had a disease or because I had an infection, that other people thought of me as something different. So here's where the paranoia part came in. I started to consider myself a leper or consider myself as something contagious. So I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to infect anybody because those were the words they were using, infection. You're going to infect somebody. And I didn't want to do that. So I closed myself off from the world. And I'm telling you today, that's not the route that we want to go. I'm not saying that you got to go out there and, hey, what? Touch it, touch it. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying do that. But what I am saying is you're going to have to live your life. You're going to have to understand that things are going to happen. Now you know what to do. Now you know what's going on. Now you know what's happening. And you are better for it now because now you know what to do. And I hate to say it like this because it may sound like I'm saying that, oh, now that you had it, now you know, but none of us know. And nine times out of 10, things really do not hit us until it hits home. And that's the sad part about this whole pandemic that we're having is that people don't believe it's what it is until it hits home, until that actually happens. She said, I posted my COVID positivity as a tracer for all the people I came in contact with that maybe I didn't have their number, but I didn't project the stigma that comes with saying I had COVID. You know what? In all honesty, Jennifer, either way you would have said it, it was going to have stigma. Anyway, even if you wrapped it up in a pretty bow and gave it to them, they still was going to look at it like it was it's there's no way around it because literally and truly what we're doing is we're fighting something that we can't see. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I totally get it. I totally get it. We're fighting something that we can't see. There's a difference between HIV and STIs and things like that, because with them, you have to pass them to someone. You feel me? But with this, you can't see it. You don't know where it's at. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening. So the reality of it is you're sitting here saying, I'm sorry. Like, but I want to do my due diligence and tell you that I was around you and now I have COVID. But now you're looked at as the culprit. And we take it right back. Why is it that when somebody comes to you to tell you the truth about what's going on, I don't know if I infected you. I don't know if you infected me. I don't know if you caused me to be positive. I don't know if I caused you to be positive. Whatever information, however they're using the verbiage, right? But you can't get mad at the messenger. I'm telling you, I want you to be safe. So you might need to go get checked out because I've been around you. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it was airmail. I don't know if it was snail mail. I don't know if it was UPS. I don't know if it was at the post office. I don't know how it happened. So therefore, I wanted to post to let everybody know that, hey, if you have been around me, if you have been there, but this is something that I want you to understand, Jennifer, and I'm talking directly to you right now. People are ignorant. People are crazy. People are not going to do, but here's the mass hysteria around it. Nobody knows. If I could put my hand on it, my finger on it, and I can tell you that's what it is, then some people out there are just going to be them. They're just going to do what they're going to do, right? But some people truly understand what that is. And a lot of times people say, well, you didn't have to tell everybody, on Facebook, or you didn't have to do this. I don't know if that's what they did or not, but I'm just saying you didn't have to announce it like that. Well, how else was I supposed to announce it? Like I'm supposed to do a phone directory, a brr, a brr, a brr. Hey, number one, I got COVID. A brr, a brr, a brr. Hey, number 33, I got COVID. A brr, a brr, a brr. Hey, 100, I got COVID. Like, how am I supposed to let you know? And in this day of social media and the information age, nobody wants to get this information via Facebook, right? But I have thousands of friends on Facebook, air quotations. So if I say to you all, okay, everybody, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do this. I don't have, but my whole thing is, why do you have to apologize for something that you didn't know about? Again, we don't know how or where or when. You feel me? So I can't apologize to you for wanting to tell you the truth or being honest with you, and then you don't want to take it as my honesty. You want to take it as a dig, or you want to take it as I didn't came at you, or I didn't done whatever it is that I've done. And then that makes people not want to tell you. Did y'all just hear that part? That makes people not want to tell you. And that's the part that gets me. People always want to tell you, oh, well, you could have told me. Oh, well, you could have told me. Well, I did tell you. And this is what you do. Now I'm the culprit. Now I'm the bad person. But I told you. And that's just like I'm saying here, like you have to really, really be careful. You know what I'm saying? You have to really be careful. And I'm going to say this, and this may sound harsh to some people. This may sound harsh to some people, but you need to take care of yourself. For anybody out there that's dealing with this COVID, anybody out there that has any anxiety about this COVID, anybody out there that's having issues and problems, deal with yourself first. Before you start thinking about everybody else, deal with you. Find out if you're good. Find out mentally, emotionally, physically, find out that you're good. And I'm not being selfish or being mean, but hell, I can't take care of you if I can't take care of myself. So I'm not finna sit up here and trip and go on and no. I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna let it be what it was, and we done. And we are done. And we are done. But I'm going to take it for what it's worth for me. Hey, JD. Hey. Well, thank you. I'm trying. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you to not be precautious. I'm not telling you to not protect yourself. Hold on. Maybe y'all giving me the blue. Okay. Mm, that part. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to check in with y'all, but this is what I want you to do. You got to take a moment and you got to breathe. You got to take a moment and acknowledge that you're still here. Having COVID or not, you're still here. COVID has sculpted us in a way that our history will never be the same. We will never do it the same that we did it back in 2019. It just won't happen. But what I want you to do is to focus on yourself. So if you would, for me, those of you who are still on with me, those of you who are coming in, what I want you to do is just I want you to take a moment and I want you to breathe. And I want you to breathe. I want you to acknowledge that you are here, acknowledge that you made it through COVID, acknowledge that COVID is over there, acknowledge that COVID is over there, acknowledge that you are right here, but you are living and you are breathing. What you went through, baby, they look at you, they can't tell you what you didn't went through because you don't look like nothing you didn't went through. So right now, what I want you to do is take a moment. And in that moment, that's what I want you to do is to breathe. Acknowledge that you are important. Acknowledge that you are here. Acknowledge that you survived COVID. Acknowledge that you did your due diligence to let people know that you had COVID. You made it through COVID. You did your part. And in this breath, that's what I want you to do. On the count of three, I want you to take this deep breath with me, and then I want you to let it go. And when you let it go, I want you to make some noise. I want you to make some noise. I know I normally do three in the mornings, but today we're going to do one good breath and we're going to make some noise because COVID is not going to do that for you. COVID is not going to take you out of here. COVID is not going to not let you be great, right? So we're going to talk to COVID today, and we're going to take COVID in, right? And I know some of y'all probably saying, I don't want to breathe too hard around a lot of people, but hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. We're going to take COVID in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to blow COVID the hell out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to tell COVID to go somewhere else. We're going to tell COVID to get away from us and quit playing. That's what we're going to tell COVID. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. So on the count of three, we're going to take this deep breath. And when we take this deep breath, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, you're going to acknowledge COVID for what it is, or acknowledge that issue, that problem, or that concern for what it is. And then I want you to blow it out and make some noise. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. Why do I get so excited about breathing with you? I feel like a retard. I love you too. I love you too, lady. I love you too. That's it. Send it to hell. Send it to hell. Now, I am going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Send the bad part to hell because COVID has done something for us. COVID has done something for us to change us, to make us better than what we were. You may not like COVID like that, but to be honest, I want to give you the other side of it. COVID has changed it. COVID has changed the game. COVID has knocked the game out the park. So what I want you to do today, if COVID has affected you any type of way other than positively, Lord, hold on. I had said the okay. If COVID has done something to you in an unpositive way, in a way that positivity is not there, then I want you to blow it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. On the count of three, we're going to take that deep breath in, and we're going to acknowledge that we are here. We are blessed. This is us. This is where we're supposed to be. And COVID is not our partner. COVID is not in our house. COVID is not in our minds. COVID is not in our spirits. You ready? One, two, three. Deep breath in. And you know what, y'all? You know what, y'all? Hold on. I think we need one more. I think we need one more. I felt it in my spirit. I don't know who it is. Somebody right around there. It's looking for another breath. So on the count of three, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one more because I don't know who that is right there. They looking for another breath. So what I want to do is go ahead and take one more breath. On the count of three, we're going to take it in, and it's a 5 pace. And what I want you to do, I want you to blow it out. I want you to make some noise with it. On the count of three, one, two, Three. And I la 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 low, low. Okay, all right, all right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm saying to you all today. Check in with your people, check in with your family, check in with your friends. Because look, I'm not going to tell you that COVID hasn't changed the game. What COVID has done, COVID has taught us that we thought we were doing the do. We thought that we were bad. We thought we had it going on. But COVID stepped in and said, God. COVID said, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. That's not what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have to do is acknowledge that COVID is real. We can't play with COVID anymore because more and more people are getting COVID. More and more people are being hospitalized. More and more people are having issues and problems. We have to be careful with what we're doing. But you got to first start with you. Start with you. Start with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So give me some likes, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, and do that. You see, I have my TitanCapri.com scrolling down the bottom there. What I want you to do is to go on TitanCapri.com. But what I want you to do is once you go on TitanCapri.com, click on the Photogriffany store, and any picture there that you see, you're able to purchase t-shirts, cell phone cases, tote bags, canvases, all of that good stuff. So I ask that you go and do that. So here's the other part to that. I know that I said I wasn't going to be before you long, but looks like I'm already at 30 minutes. But let me say this to you all. We can't play with COVID. We can't play. We cannot play. Stop playing with COVID. Stop playing with COVID and stop playing with yourself. Be real with yourself. Check in with yourself. Take precaution for yourself. Don't go anywhere without a mask. Make sure you got sanitizer. Make sure that you are wiping things down and all of that good stuff. And I know it may sound a little manic. You know what I mean? It may sound a little like OCD-ish, but look, you got to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. More and more people are getting COVID because of the fact that more and more people are not believing that it's real. Because if you look at social media, people are out without masks. People are at parks. People are at beaches. People are everywhere without masks. Nobody cares. And literally, there is no law in place truly that is going to give you an issue about not having a mask on. Yes, they say they're going to fine you. But come on. Seriously? Seriously? And then I want to say one more thing to you all as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, make sure you have on your mask. You don't need nothing else in this season. We don't need nothing else in this season, especially if you're Black. Make sure you have your mask on. We see these videos of these people being harassed and accosted and all this. Make sure you have your mask on. For those of you who are worried about being sick, make sure we have to go about our days and do things. Yes, we do. But you don't have to go out there and get COVID if you don't want to. But can you truly stop it? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. Be safe for you, and then you can be safe for them. That's what you can actually do. So let me ask this. Is there anybody out there that we're going to check in that wants to come on a live with me? Anybody? Anybody out there want to come on a live with me? Anybody? Yeah. Y'all let me know. Let me know if you want to come on a live and let's talk for a little bit. Let's talk for something. Tell me what you got to say. Tell me what you're thinking of. Tell me what you're thinking of, right? I'll put the live down in if I get somebody saying they want to come on and express themselves and do that. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. So I want to talk a little bit really quickly about loving yourself. Hey. It's up to you what you want to do, Jennifer. It's up to you what you want to do. I'll send you the link, baby. If you want to come on and say a little something and you want to, speak your piece, talk about what it is. If you want to do that, shoot, I'm down for it. All you got to do is tell me what it is, and we will make it happen. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how I work. Let me tell you. You let me know if you want to do. I sent you the link. You don't have to. Let me know what's going on. Indeed, Kat. Indeed. Indeed. Self-love is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to protect ourselves. We have to truly, truly, truly protect ourselves. I was talking with somebody today and I was saying, well, what did you do for yourself? Now, what you mean? I I took care of the house. I took care. No, 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 no. What did you do for you? How are you going to survive in this? You can't survive in this by taking care of everybody else. You got to take care of yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, even in this time, COVID has caused us to have anxiety. COVID has caused us to feel some kind of way. COVID has caused us to look at things differently. But COVID has made it to where we are so stuck where we're at. Like the other day, I'm sitting here saying, okay, I got to get out this house. I took a drive. I just drove. I didn't know where I was going. I just got on the highway and just drove. I got down the highway, moving, rolled the windows down. I don't never let my windows down because it's too hot in this state of Texas and Houston. It's way too hot. I don't never let my windows down. I let my windows down and just drove because I needed a moment. I had to get away. I had to take care of myself, my own sanity. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that you got to take care of yourself, you got to take care of yourself. Now, look, somebody may say to you, well, aren't you taking care of yourself? You're at home and did it. There's so many times you can clean this house up. There's so many times that you can do this. But I want to say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody out there, please chime in if you understand what I'm saying. If you come out the other side of this COVID and you have nothing to show for it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, I'm not saying that you got to have a Fortune 500 company, but what I am saying is that you should have something, right, that was birthed during this time. You should have something that is substantial during this time. And the reason I'm saying that is because COVID has caused us or taught us how to do business differently. Because if you look at my thought to ponder, if you look at my podcast and everything that I'm doing now, I wasn't doing this pre-COVID. Hell, I'm in COVID now, and that's what I'm doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, indeed. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Take a moment for yourself. And I don't care if it's just a bath. If that's what it takes for you to take a moment for yourself, take a moment. COVID is not going anywhere anytime soon. We know that. But you cannot be a prisoner in your own home, in your own mind, in your own spirit. Like you're going to have to break that chain. You're going to have to break it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, so indeed, that part. Kat says, come on, this is the ideal time to learn a new craft, increase your knowledge, something. Yes, indeed. If you never wanted to go to school before, if you've ever wanted to go to school and you couldn't do it before, now is your time. If you ever wanted to buy a house or get a car or do anything, now is your time. If you ever wanted to get that certificate, get that diploma, get that degree, now is your time. Or if you ever wanted, the thought to ponder, to open up a business, a black business, and any other type of business, but mine is a black business, and push it and grow it, now is your time. Now is your time. Don't let COVID pass us and you have nothing to show for all of this time you've been on lockdown. And especially now, and I'm telling this to you, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but whoever you are out there right now, COVID has put the government on lockdown. Nobody is making money off of taxes and all of that kind of stuff. Nobody is making money off of high interest rates. And if you notice anything, did your insurance company give you a credit or give you a little cash back or tell you that you didn't have to pay a full payment? My insurance company contacted me and said, hey, because COVID 19, there's not that many cars on the streets right now. So gas is lower, gas is cheaper. Nobody's driving like they were driving. So therefore, the insurance basically gave me a credit to where I didn't pay my full insurance payment for like 2 months. And that wasn't something that came back. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is being affected by this. Right now, if you want to buy a car, the interest rates are low. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody driving. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody doing that. All right, Casey, you said you can say that again. And amen, bubble bath with a side of crown apple. You know what? I don't know about the crown apple, but I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, that is so good. So good. So, anyways, what I'm saying to you all today, and I know I've been talking for some time and I'm going to get off of here. But, ladies and gentlemen, live. Live. Don't let COVID take you out. Don't let COVID take you there. What I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, when you leave this broadcast tonight, I want you to write down 3 things that you're good at. 3 things. 3 things that you're good at. That is a potential stream of income for you. Notice what I said. I want to say it again. Write down 3 things that you're good at. Those 3 things should be a potential stream of income for you. And then once you realize those 3 things that could possibly make you some money, right? I want you to figure out what you need to do in order to make it happen. What do you need to do to make it a business? What do you need to do to make money in your sleep? What do you need to do for those things? Because we all have these things that we do and we do them well, but we've never thought that maybe it might be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be, you know, maybe it might be this, maybe it might be that. Look, JD, don't be laughing at me. You know I like to sip a little something. Casey say, yes, you got to have your alcoholic beverage. Indeed, you got to have it. And let me tell you this. You got to have your alcoholic beverage and you must slurp. That tells everybody that it's good. Y'all with me? You got to slurp. And that's how you know it's good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. What I would ask that you do, ladies and gentlemen, is go over to TitanCapri.com and click on Photogriffany Store, the Photogriffany Store, and any of the photos that you see under the store, you're able to go ahead and actually make a purchase with those. Now, look, I'm not one to beg. I'm not one to just say, oh, please, please, please. But look, if you want to bless a brother, if you want to let a brother know that you're feeling it, that you like it, if you want to get you I think I took it out of here. So you see my logo up there. My logo is on the actual Photogriffany Store page as well. And you can get you a coffee mug with it. And I ask that you go ahead and get you a coffee mug. And what you do is come in the mornings and come take a sip with me. Hey, come take a sip with me. That's what you go do. But yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, go to TitanCapri.com under the Photogriffany Store and look at all of the photos that I have. That all of those photos are able to be put on T-shirts. They're able to be put on mugs, cell phone cases, canvases, tote bags, pillows, all of that stuff. So if you want to bless a brother, then you bless a brother, and I will be happy for it. And then if not, then I just thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for coming in and checking me out and all of that good stuff. Be expecting more things from me, great things. I'm growing in ways that I can't even imagine. So I really thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. To everybody that was on tonight, love you. Thank you for tuning in, coming onto my lives. And then Jennifer, just know that you're gonna be all right. Take care, peace and blessings to you, and y'all be safe out there. Talk to you later.